This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good morning team in this Databricks Data Engineering Master Program. So in today's session, we will talk about delta-like features, time travel, restore command and vacuum commands. So we will learn what is time travel and hands-on, what is restore command and hands-on, what is vacuum and hands-on. Okay. So as we discussed yesterday, we covered time travel, but due to the time constraint, we were not able to complete fully. So time travel is a feature which helps to query or even restore previous version of the table or files. So we should have a parquet files and corresponding delta log should be available in order to query the previous versions of the data. See, for example, when you create a table, okay, so what you will do when you create a table, you will insert the records. When you insert the records, what happens in the delta? In the delta, two things are going to happen. One is logs are going to be created, okay. Second thing is parquet files are going to be available, correct? So what it is saying is, in order to query or even to restore to the previous versions of the data, we should have this parquet data and corresponding logs both should be available. Because let's say you inserted the data, so parquet files are created. Now you deleted the data from this table. That time what happens? Logs will be generated saying that these particular records are currently marked for deletion. It will be just marked as a deletion, but actual parquet files will not get deleted. How many days these parquet files will be there by default team? How many days these parquet files will
7
be
days.
by default? Huh?
7 days.
7 days. Data will be available for 7 days. Logs will be there for 30 days. Okay. Till here, all of you clear? This is what we discussed. We don't want to keep so long delta logs or parquet files which can become bottleneck for delta lake to query. So we don't want to keep so long delta lakes or parquet files. See, generally they recommended for the 7 days. But if you want, you can go for some 15 days or max 30 days. You can't go it and store it for years of data, because if you keep years of data, there will be a lot of times, most of the times what you might have done is, you inserted some data, you might have updated or you might have deleted data. What happens? Parquet files first, like three parquet files are created as you inserted a three records. When you updated this record, what happens? One more parquet file will create. This will be marked for deletion. This is active. These three are currently active. Now you deleted this second record. Now what happens? Yeah, sorry. When you delete this second record, what happens to? So there is a one more parquet file will be created. This file will be marked for deletion. Now if you see, these two files are unnecessary. Now we want to clean up these particular files, right? So when you take up a three records, so we are seeing there are two parquet files which are unnecessary, which needs to be removed. Similarly, if you are keeping a years of data or months and months of data, there will be a lot of unnecessary files which becomes delta to scan and query particular files will be a very difficult. The performance will be hitting. So that's why to avoid that, we should clean up unnecessary parquet files and the delta logs whenever we want. Okay, if you are very sure that there is a some file which I don't want, I want to clean up, you can use the vacuum command to clean up. That thing also we'll be discussing in today's session itself. Default value for delta log is 30 days and default value for parquet files are 7 days. So this is the documentation point. So in order to set up the log retention duration is by default 30 days, but if you want to decrease or increase, you can able to use this particular parameter delta dot log retention duration equal to interval. So it controls how long the history of the table is kept. The default interval is 30 days. Okay, next, delta.deletedFileRetentionDuration equal to interval. It determines the threshold vacuum uses to remove data files no longer referenced in the current table version. The default is interval of 7 days, meaning the files which are older than 7 days older files, older parquet files will be removed by default. But if you want to increase this time or decrease the time, you can able to set it using this particular parameter. So this is what we discussed yesterday. Now the thing is how to read previous versions of the data. So now you can see one way, this is in the spark.read.format of delta option, time as of this, spark.read format of delta option, time as of this time. Okay, from the data lake path, this is from the table. From the table we are reading previous versions of the data, saying, hey, I want on the November 15th at 10 a.m. what is the data that I have in the product table, can you show me? So same I am asking from the location, because this, if it is external table, this will be pointing to some path, right? That path I can give and I can read it. Both will give the same result. Now here also, this is basically based on the timestamp. This is basically based on version. For example, you created a table which is a version 0. You inserted a one record, it's a version 1. You inserted second record, version 2. You deleted a record, version 3. You updated a particular record, version 4. Like that, keep on. Whenever you make some changes on that, there will be a new version will get created, and previous data will be kept it safe for time travel to go back and see the previous data in case if any accidental deletion something happened. Clear tip? This is all in the SQL, sorry, in the Python. Now if you look at in SQL, yesterday we have seen practically also this SQL product at the rate v2 version 2. From product table at this particular timestamp I want to know what is the data. From this product table I want to know second version. From this product I want to know at this particular time what is the data that I have. Okay team? Okay, so before we move on to the restore, let's finish the time travel. I'm just in the Azure portal. I'll just create one storage account. I'll create one storage account. As you know, daily we are creating a one storage account called. What is the storage account that we are creating? Yesterday 1 hour, how it was gone, I don't know. I was really thinking. Okay, dev ADLS, click review plus create. Click creative. So this is the data lake storage gen 2 we created. Now I am going to the app registration. Anybody else is facing similar problem, team, while accessing the Azure portal? Because since last 2-3 days I'm facing this problem. App registration. So this is the user. So same user credentials. This particular user I'll take and I'll add it in the data lake storage gen 2. Go to resource, access control IAM, add role assignment. Storage blob data contributor. So this Cloud Pandit user 2 we are granting permissions. So we granted the permission for this particular app registration. Within this container, I am creating a folder called global. Create it. Okay. So now I have storage account ready. Now let me log in into the Databricks community. So cloudpundit@outlook.com, signing. So let's verify the latest code which I have received. I think at 7:43, this is the code that I have received. I'll take up this. I'll keep this here and verify it. Okay. So when it is verified, so now what we wanted to do, first of all, I'll go and create a cluster in this. What we need to do, we need to go and create a cluster 15.2 runtime. Now notebook I'm opening. What is the notebook, Tim? I think 14th notebook. Okay, Tim. Okay, so here if you see, Tim, mnt/global, if at all this mount point already available, I am unmounting. And 2bdf, if you see, this is this app registration app id 2bdf. Okay, and this secret also, this is s6d, which is currently active. Same s6d I am using here as a password. And Cloud Pandit Dev ADLS is the storage name. This is the storage name. In this container is global, so same container here. Okay, so now I'll attach the cluster to this notebook. Okay, so what I am doing, I'll unmount it, then I will mount it. Just wait for a minute until the cluster is available. Okay, just a minute, give me a minute. Okay, so once you unmount, you will create a mount point team. So let's discuss the commands that we have here. Yesterday we have seen all these SQL commands. Today we will see the Python commands as well. Okay. And within the SQL, I think total we covered 6 ways, right? So 2 more ways is, I think we put it this way. This is written in a delta, right? Delta dot mnt/global/India/landing/ landing slash what product, correct? So very similarly we did for this also. So total 6 ways we discussed yesterday, so same we will see now. So same points I kept it here, Tim. Delta Lake also supports query or even restore previous versions of the table or files. We should have a parquet files and corresponding delta log should be available. We don't want to keep so long delta logs or parquet files which can become bottleneck for delta lake to query. We should clean up unnecessary parquet files and delta logs. Default value for delta log is 30 days. Default value for parquet files are 7 days. Let's wait. So maybe we can just theoretically we will discuss when the cluster is available. I'll start executing them. I'm just creating a delta table with ID int, name is string, color is string. Using the type of table is delta, location is this. Is it external table or managed table?
External table.
It's an
External
external
table.
table.
External table.
I am inserting the data like 1, 2, 3 records. Then I am selecting. I'll show you all the records. Then I am deleting the all data that we have. After deletion, when we query, we will see nothing. There won't be any records. So again, I am asking the history of the product table. So how many versions it will save, Tim? At this moment, if I say describe history product total, how many versions it will have? Can you
Yes,
guess it? How many versions?
3.
Not three. If you observed, create table is the 0th version. First version is this insert. Second version is this. Fourth version is this insert. So fifth version is the deletion. I am doing a deletion. So that's why total 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like
5.
0 to 4 means 5 versions will be saved. Okay, so those things we can able to see in the history. So once we have those, like if I say select star from product at the rate v3 means what is the meaning of v3?
Version 3.
Hmm?
Version
Set.
3.
Version 3.
Version. Okay, if I want second version I need to put 2. If I want first version we need to put v1. We discussed this. And what about this? This is a timestamp. This timestamp of the this timestamp, this is the format YYY DD, hour, minute, seconds, and milliseconds. So now you see 2024 is the year, 11 is the month, 18th is the day, 03 is the hour, 02 is the minute, 48 is the seconds, 000 is the milliseconds. Understood, Tim? This is the year, month, date, hour, minute, seconds, and milliseconds. So these all things we need to combine. Understood, Tim? Now let's see. Our table is ready. First, let's try to unmount it. Then we need to create the mount point. Once it is unmounted, we need to create what? Mount point. Let's see these two things first. Okay. So first you can see which is unmounted here. Okay, so first you can say unmounted, mounted. Now let's start with this. So do you think this path is already existed or not existed, Tim? This path is already available or not available? So India slash landing slash product, this path is not existed currently. When we create the table, this path will get added automatically in the storage. You can also come here and you can validate and see here. this path was not created. Don't know, daily some issues coming. It is wasting a lot of our time. Okay, see, global which is empty. Okay, even when we list down here, it is saying same. Okay, but now try to create this path. Like I am creating a table product. Okay, which is external table. In which database this product table will create, Tim? Now tell me. In which database this product table will create? Default database. Now if you refresh this path, you should see India slash landing slash product. Okay, delta log. Same thing we have seen already. Okay, fine. Now I am inserting a one record, which is a next version will get added here in the product table. Okay, so we are inserting the one record into the product table. Next, I'll also insert a one more record called product 2. Okay, and now you see at another version also is updated, and again I am inserting the third record. So three write operations happen means three versions has saved. Now select star from product. I am querying this table and seeing what is the data. So as you know, there are three records we have. So those three records you should be able to see 1, 2, 3. Now I am deleting these three records now. Delete from product. Okay, delete num affected rows are 3. Select star from product. Now when you just query this table, you don't have any data because we dropped. Delete from product means we dropped everything, you don't have any data. Now I am asking for describe history product. Now if you see history of this particular product table, 0th version is the one which is create table, and one is basically a write, second is a write, third is a write, fourth is a delete. Okay, team, all of you clear, team? So these are the four versions that are total 5 versions that we have. Now time travel in SQL, first let's see, yesterday we have seen this. When I say select star from product at the rate v1 means it reads the version 1. What is version 1? This is the one where we inserted a single record. If I read a version 2 where we have, by that time we have two versions, it will give you the first record and second version, second record both. If I give v3 here, it will give you the third version of data. But instead of going by versions, can I go by time? Yes. So take this time. As I mentioned, the format of this should be year, month, day, hour, minute, seconds, and after seconds it should be milliseconds. Just three milliseconds you need to put. That's it. Just query it now. So this is what time. This is a version 1. Okay. After that, you see 20 to 24 52 seconds is the version 1. If I say 25:06 seconds, 25 25:06 seconds, 25:06 seconds, which is nothing but a version 2. Let's see now. Okay, team. So what is this, team? This is a product A, this is a product B. All of you clear on this? Now if I want a version 3, I want it to read, then 2:25:18 seconds. 2 25 18 seconds. You see 2 25 18 seconds. You give instead of 0 6 18 and execute this. Now you will be able to see the third version of data. Are you able to read the three versions of the data? Yes. Very similarly, instead of using at the rate timestamp at the rate version, the next way is select star from table time as of you can able to give the time here. What is the time that we have seen here? So you can give 19 to 25, 19 to 24, 59 seconds. Let's see what is the data that we have. 224 59 seconds. I am seeing what is the data version 1 we have. Now I'll go to the 25:06 seconds. Version 2 data should be there, I think. Yes, version 2. If I give it for the 18, which is a version 3 data, 2:25:18 is a version 3 data. You can see same thing. 2:25:18 seconds, which is version 3. 2:25:06 is the version 2. 2:25:52 is the version 1. Okay, Tim? These things you can remember. Clear? Now you are able to query. So same, I'll just keep it here. Okay, so these are the versions, these are the timestamps. Now you can also see select star from product timestamp as of this. You are able to query three versions of the data that way. Then the next way is select star from delta.path. Here we have used table name time as of. Here we are giving that external table path time as of. We are asking 19 to 24 to 24 52 seconds means which is a day to day like sorry version 1 data. Oh sorry, it should be 224. You can see right 224 52 seconds is the version 1 data. Again version 2 when it is updated 225:06 seconds. Let's say 06 seconds. You are seeing right 25:06 seconds. You can see which is a version 1 data. Sorry, version 2 data. 225:18 seconds is the version 3 data. You can able to read it. This is the next way. Okay, next. So these versions, I think it will be much easy. Select star from product version as of 2. So it will give you it will read data up to version 2. If I give version 3, it will read up to version 3. Okay. Next, if you give here select star from delta.path version as of 2. Version as of 2 means it reads the up to second version. It's read the up to second version. So if I say version as of 1 means it reads the up to version 1. If I say version 3 means total it reads the version 3. So the summary is total 6 ways we have learned. Total 6 ways we have learned. Let me clean up this results and show you what are the 6 ways. You see, first of all, using the table name, at the rate version, table name at the rate timestamp, table name time as of, path time as of. Total you can see 4 ways here itself, right? Table name version, table name timestamp. This is at the rate, using at the rate. So table name time as of, table name version, path time as of, path version as of. Total 6 ways. Clear, team? Simple. This is product at the rate version, table at the rate version, table at the rate timestamp. Next, table time as of, table version as of, path time as of, path version as of. These are the total 6 ways we have learned how you can able to read the previous data. How we can able to read the previous data. Total 6 ways. These are the 6 ways. Understood? These are the 6 ways what we have learned. Okay, now so before I move on to the Python, so let's put the summary points here. Okay, so these are the 6 ways. The summary is these are the 6 ways what we have learned today. Okay, summary, let's put it. Okay, fine. Now same time travel we will see in the Python. So before I move on in the Python, okay, so let me tell you one way to read the history. How to read history also within the Python, let me tell you. From delta.tables, import delta table, delta table, delta table dot for name. What is the name? Spark is nothing but a Spark session. What is the name of the table that we have? Product. Okay, this will give you delta table. On this delta table, now you can ask for the history. What you can ask? History. Understood, team? For name means it's a table name you need to give. For example, if you want to, instead of table name, I want to give the path and create a delta table. I'll show you how you can able to create. See, these are the versions what we have taken 0 to 4. Create table, write, and deletions. Okay. So same, you can able to read it using table name, or you can also read this history using instead of for name, for path. For path means path of the product table you need to give. What is the path of the product table? mnt slash global slash, I want to see, India slash landing slash product. Correct. Now also I can able to read the delta table history. See, now it is giving the same meaning. For path means path you need to give. For name means table name you need to give. Understood? This is basically ways to create a delta table. So I'm telling you because as of now describe history, a table name we are giving to identify the history of that particular delta table. Correct? But now you can able to do the same history even in the plain Python. Okay, fine. I understood. These are the different versions what we have. Now I want to read version as of second. Okay, version as of second I want to read. How you can do? Spark.read format of delta. If it is a CSV, you are reading it as a format of CSV. If it is a parquet, you are reading it as a parquet. Similarly, spark.read format of delta option version as of 2 from this particular path I want you to read. Let's see how many records I'll get. Tell me how many records I'll get, team.
4,
Huh?
3 records.
How many records I'll get?
That's 2 records.
2 records, because version 2 means here 1 record you inserted, here 1 more record, total 2 records you will get. If I say spark.read format of delta option version as of 1 table product, see here this product table path I have given, here I have given table itself. It is reading the version 1. If I give your version as of 3, what it will read?
3 records.
3. So for example, if I skip this, what happens? Will it work?
Yes.
Yes, because the format by default format is delta. That's why it's not mandatory to mention this. Okay. Next, we'll go for the timestamp. So I'll say 11, 19, 224, 224, 59 seconds. So you know at this particular time what data we have? Version 1 data we have. Version 1 data we have at 224. So at 225, 06 seconds we have a version 2 data. See, at 20 seconds we have a third version of data, 225 20 seconds. Okay, so same thing. If you have any doubt, you can just bring it and compare it. Okay, see, 225 20 seconds mean 225 20 seconds. After this 18 seconds, third version only available. 225.06 means which is reading a second version. So 224 52 seconds means, see here, version 2 it is reading. Now 224 52 seconds or 55 seconds, 52 between 52 and 25.06 seconds, only one version of data, like one record only available, which is this. Understood? Now at 224.52 to 225.06, if I give this, tell me how many records I'll get. How many records I'll get?
You won't
Hmm?
get any records.
225 to 05, right? I think you don't have.
0 records.
You should get one record, right?
How many records? How many records, Tim?
225 to 05. One record.
0 records.
One record will.
One record will be there because after 224.52 one record already available. Maybe after 25.06, meaning at this time you inserted one more record, but till 05 one record is there. That is what you will get it. Okay, next, this is a, see, this is table, but the table path also you can put, and you can put here 19, and which is a 02 25. Can you tell me 05? Now tell me how many records will be there at 225 17 seconds. How many records will be there, Tim?
2 records.
2 records will be there. Okay, 2 records will be there. Yes, understood. Now let's say I'll go up little bit. Here you see deletion happened at this time 225 40 seconds. If I say at 225 40 seconds, what is the data that I have? What is the data that I have?
0
Nothing.
records.
I don't have anything. Maybe you can query same thing using the table or path. Anything is fine. Anything is fine. Understood, everybody? Now if you clean up these results, you can see the commands that we have used in Python to do this. Okay, see, total 4 commands that you can clearly see here. Spark.read.format of delta option version as of load from this path. So this path, within this path we pointing product table to this particular path. That's why directly you can give table is product. Next time as of this path, table is this, or you can say timestamp as of this, load from this location, meaning you can use path or table name with version and the time as of. Two ways you can travel back. What are the two ways, Tim? One is using the version, second one is time as of. Now when you are using this version and time as of, if it is an external table, you can give table name or that external table path. That's it. Simple explanation. Understood? Clear? How you can able to travel back? All of you clear? We are moving
Yes,
on to
Anand.
Yes.
command. Before we move on to the restore, you should tell me if you have any questions still here. Okay. Let's
Oh,
move to the restore. Okay, what is restore? So delta lakes restore feature allow you to revert a delta table to previous state using either a specific version or a timestamp. This is essential for recovering from data corruption, unintended deletions, meaning accidental deletions or wrong transformations. Understood? So delta lake provides the ability to restore table to a specific version or time by overwriting the current table with the data from previous state. The transaction log helps delta to identify all changes and maintain an immutable history, enabling precise restoration. Suppose you accidentally delete some records from delta table and need to restore those records, you can restore to a specific version or timestamp before the deletion occurred. Benefits of this restore is it ensures data reliability and recovery from accidental or malicious modifications, supports easy rollback without complex backup or recovery procedures, provides consistency and safety in data pipeline operations. What are the restores? Okay, to give you some kind of a knowledge, currently tell me, see, describe history product. This is the history of the product table what we have. Now tell me, if I say select star from product table, what data I'll get, how many records I'll get?
No data.
No data, because we dropped everything. I don't have any data. Okay, but now I know this particular deletion I did accidentally. Okay, now I want to restore to the third version. Can I restore data to the third version? Yes. How you can do that? Restore table product. Which table it is? I want to restore table called product to version as of 3, meaning I am restoring, I am bringing the third version of data as a latest version. I am creating a new version now. That new version is whatever third version of data is there, that you have to take and update it as a latest version. That is what I am telling. Restore table product to which version? Version as a 3. Okay, restore table product to version as of which version? 3. Now if you come down, select star from product. See, select star from product means, are we getting 3 records now? Yes. Now let's understand the history. What happened in the history? See, there is a restore operation happened. What we have restored is version 3. What we have restored? We have restored to the version 3. Clear all of you? Understood, Tim? Clear?
Alex.
Now let's say, hey, no, by mistake I did a third version. No, I want to go back to the second version, but I did not know whether it is a second version or third version. But what I remember is yesterday when I query at 2 o'clock. Okay, today I know at 2 o'clock 25 minutes 10 seconds, whatever data was there, that data is perfect data. So I want to restore to that particular timestamp. Now you can go back and restore to 20 24 11 19 224 06, or you can say, you are confident at 225 10 seconds whatever data is there, that is the right data, you want to restore it. You can simply say restore table product to time as of here, to version as of, to version as of I have used. Here I am saying to timestamp as of. Now if I give this timestamp 22510, can you tell me how many records we are restoring into the product table? How many records we are restoring into the product table now?
2 records.
2 records. Now if I say select star from product, how many records will be there?
2.
Only 2 records. Don't think that the previous 3 plus 2, it will overwrite. Restore means we are overwriting the this previous timestamp data with the latest data. Okay, see, 2 records we have in the select star from product. Now if I say describe history product, if I say describe history product, just a minute. Now you see what you are seeing here. Tell me what you are
Restore
seeing.
also there. Restore
Hmm?
transactions are there. Restore
This
also
particular
showing
transaction,
operation
but
restore.
you see this operation is basically restore we did based on the timestamp. See, operation parameter is timestamp. We restored to this particular timestamp. Okay, understood? That's how the
Mala,
restore
is there
works.
any
Hmm?
Mala, is there an option? Can we, while restoring, can I exclude few records and include few records? No, right?
No. Only particular time or particular version you can restore.
Okay.
After restoring, if you don't want some records, again you can
I
delete
can
it.
delete it.
If you
Okay.
feel that you
Okay.
deleted by accidental, you can restore it back again. That is the flexibility.
Oh, thanks, Mala. I'm just checking whether that is there. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, Tim? Everybody understood now? Now, if you see restore commands, this is in the Python. So restore commands just to be understood. Okay. This is the for path. Using the path, you can create a delta table. So using the delta table, you can restore to particular version. So similarly, you can also say here restore to timestamp, meaning once you created a delta table, you can restore to version, restore to timestamp. But this delta table can be created in two ways. One is to for path, second one is for name. Okay, that's why either way you create a delta table, you can restore it using timestamp or version. Here also restore it to version or timestamp. This is in the Python, 4 ways. In the SQL, you can do it again in 4 ways. One is restore table emp to version as of one, restore table emp to time as of this, or you can say restore table delta.mnt slash global slash india slash landing slash emp to version as of one, restore table delta emp to time as of. So these are the 4 ways in SQL. These are the 4 ways in the Python. So in each language, 4 ways you can able to restore the data to the previous version. Already we have seen 2 ways. Correct? See here what we are doing. Not this one. Yeah, here you are seeing, right, restore commands in SQL. So restore table product to version as of 3 we have seen, restore table product to version this particular time we have seen. Now what is the data that we have currently? You see 2 records. Let's say now I'm looking at the history and I want to restore to the, okay, I want to restore to the first version. Can I do that? Yes. How can we do that? You can take this timestamp, but this time this product, instead of this way, I'm just giving this way. Product to timestamp as of version 1. Version 1 means 224 54 seconds, 55 seconds. Or let's say at 225 I am very confident whatever data is there, that is perfect data. Can I restore it? Yes. This way you can able to restore. When you restore this way, now you can ask select star from product table. Okay, it is restored. Now you can say describe select star from product table. You should be able to see a only one record. Again, if you want, you can describe the history. Describe history of product table. See it again restored. What it is restored? Restored to 225.00 seconds. Now let's say I want to finally restore my data into, okay, third version. I want to restore my data into the third version. Can I do that? Can I do that or not? Restore to
Yes, we can.
version version as of 3. Now see how many records we have taken. Restore to version as of 3 means third version. How many records will be there? 3 records. Correct? Yes. So same, I am asking for the D table, delta table dot history. So this is a command. Now you see it is saying version 3, which is last time we restored. So 4 ways we have restored the data. Now same 4 ways we will try to see it in the Python. Okay, so team, if you feel some network issue or something, please let me know. Okay, fine. So today I connected to my mobile hotspot because there is some network issue here. Okay, so delta table dot for path spark, and you know, right, this one I was talking about for path and for name. For name means what? Here what you need to mention, for name means table name, for path means the table path you need to mention. Okay, now delta table dot for path spark comma this path you have given display delta table dot restore to version 1. I am restoring again to the version 1. Currently it is in the 3 records we have because we restored to the third version earlier, but now I am restoring it to the version 1. This is in the Python. This is in the Python. See, 9th version it is created. Now if I query how many records will be there? How many records will be there? One record. See, only one record. Now you can describe history. Now what I'm doing, I'm saying delta table dot for name spark comma product. I'm restoring to version 2. Here for path I have given. For path I have given. Here and restore to the version 1. For path I given restore to the 1, and here I am giving for name and restoring to the version 2. Able to understand it?
Yes.
Based on the versions I
Yes,
am
sir.
restoring here. Next I'll show you how to restore based on the timestamp. So select star from product. Now as I have restored to version 2, 2 records I should be able to see here. Yes, 2 records. Describe history product. Now for path, I am using a path to restore to a particular version. Let's say now I want to restore to a third version. Okay, 11, 19. This is 225, 30 seconds. 225, 30 seconds. I know whatever data that I have here, that data is perfect. So I am restoring to this version. And at 225, 30 seconds, how many records will be there, Tim? How many records will be there? 3 records, because we can see history here. How many records will be there? Please tell me.
3
Tell me simple things. Why are you taking this much time?
record.
3 records, okay?
Three.
Because 225, 30 seconds means that is between the write and the deletion. These the right 3 records only will be there at that time. So I restored it. Now if you say select star from product, I should be able to see the 3 records. See 3 records. Now again I am asking for the describe history of the product table. So there are a lot of versions. See first one, second version. Now time as of we have restored. I am restoring back to the first version. So but this time based on the timestamp. So here using the for, here for path I have given. Here I need to give the maybe for name. It should be product table, right? Table name you can give, and I want to restore it to. Oh, it is there 2 times. Just a minute. I think this is a duplicate command. Okay, it's not a duplicate. For name product restore to 224 50, otherwise 225 00 I'm restoring it. Okay, 225 00 I'm restoring, which is basically having how many records? Which is basically
One
having
record.
how many? Only one record.
One.
Only one record. But generally, when we are doing all this restoration and all these things are, we are moving around only 3 records, isn't it? So that's why parquet files will not create, so many parquet files will not create, very few parquet files will be created. I'll show you that. Okay, see, one record we have because version 1 we stored. So there is a restore command which is for 225 timestamp. Now, so I am coming back and restoring to the version 3. I am restoring to the version 3 because I want all the records, all the 3 records in the my table. Okay. So here what you need, select star from product you want to query. Select star from product, I am just querying here. All these things you need to practice it in. Simply if you are looking at these things, it will think that you are able to understand. Okay, so this is the product. Now I am trying to understand what is there under product path, product table path. So there are 3 parquet files because there are 3 records we have inserted, that's why 3 parquet files. But there is a lot of times we have done kind of a restoration, okay, deletions, all these things. More logs you should have. Let's verify it, how many logs you have. There are a lot of logs should be there. Let's understand. See, there are a lot of logs are there. Okay, checkpoint parquet file is also created, but a lot of log files are there. Okay, fine. Now vacuum product. So remember, first thing is vacuum product, you need to focus not on the logs. Now you need to focus on the, okay, 1 second, just a minute. Yeah. Now product is having basically 3 part parquet file. Now when you say vacuum of product, vacuum of product means, do you have any of these parquet files which are unused as of now? Because each parquet file is having one record, and if you look at the product table, currently product table is actively having those 3 records. That's why these 3 parquet files are required for us. When I do vacuum of product, remember it will not clean up any parquet files. First let's understand what is vacuum theoretically. Okay, in delta lake, the vacuum operation is used to remove old or absolute data files that are no longer needed, helping to reclaim storage space, maintain the overall performance of the delta table. Okay, over time, as we perform operation like update, deletes, merges, the underlying data files can accumulate stale versions of the data that are not needed anymore. There are older versions of the data that is no longer required for us. These older versions are retained to ensure features like time travel and rollback. But the time travel and rollback we are doing up to 7 days. So we don't want the files which are older than 7 days. That's where vacuum is going to perform that operation to clean up files which are older than 7 days. But sometimes you have run lot of update, deletions, merges. Now you want to clean up the storage by manually executing. In such cases also you can do it. Vacuum command allows you to clean up this absolute data while respecting the retention policy for keeping older versions for time travel. Last 7 days it will keep, but older than that it will clean up. The key points are retention period. The vacuum by default maintains a 7 days. Performance. If you remove the like unused files, right? Unnecessary files, automatically performance will be cleaned up. File cleanup. So over time, delta tables may accumulate small files due to frequent updates, deletions. Running vacuum helps in compacting these small files and reducing the storage overhead. We have seen deletion vector when we enable lot of small files, it merged into the big file and the small files left it as is. But on top of it, if you run a vacuum, it will clean up those small files, then the storage will be very clean. So preventing accidental data loss, the vacuum operation will not remove any data files that are within the retention period. What is the retention period? 7 days. The files which are less than 7 days will not be deleted, but files which are older than 7 days will be deleted automatically. Manually triggering vacuum. You can manually trigger the vacuum operation when needed to improve the query performance. This is what I was talking. You know that you have done lot of insertions, deletions, updates, merges. There will be a lot of unused files. You can run a vacuum command so that it will clean up. So that's what I wanted to show you now. I'll clean up some commands. Okay, so now you see vacuum I have executed, but now if you ask, after executing vacuum on the product table, now you ask what are the parquet files that you have. So still it will show you those 3 parquet files because those are useful. Now when you run a select star from product table, it is showing all the 3 records. Now whenever you are applying a vacuum product dry run, you need to do what is meant by dry run is dry run must be in a uppercase. So dry run is basically helps to tell you what parquet files we are going to delete it, because if you simply run vacuum product, some files will be deleted, so you don't know what files are deleted. If some data is deleted, you can't able to time travel, or you can't able to roll back. So that's why when you are doing the vacuum on the table or file, dry run is highly recommended to use. Okay, dry run is recommended to use. Now vacuum product retain 0 hours dry run means all the files which are unused till now, can you clean up? That's what I'm saying. Now it will throw error saying that if you say all the unused files till now, like every unused file without last 7 days, if you take, this is the error you will get. So 7 days means 168 hours. So that is the 168 hours it is forcing you to use. But if you want, hey, no, I don't want to use this 168 day, like 168 hours, 7 days. Then you can say retention duration check must be false. So that when you apply this retention duration, right, retain 0 hours 0 hours, when you put, it will try to clean up all the data. It is not even going to keep last 7 days of data also. Last 7 days of data also it will try to clean up. But let me show you. Now you see very carefully, I am inserting one record into the product table. Now what happens? One more parquet file, will it add? Will it add or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You want to see what is the file which got added, you can see here, right? There will be 4 parquet files will be there. You see 4 parquet files are available. Now you can delete the record that you have inserted. You inserted one record here. I'm deleting that record. After deletion of that record, now tell me whatever file we added recently, is that parquet file is really required for us or not required? Is it
Not
really
required.
Not
required or not required? So 4 parquet
Not
files
required.
are there. That is not required. So that's why I'm asking, clean up the all the uh, product folder. So now it will dry run means what? It will tell you what files it is going to delete. That is what it is going to give you. Dry run, always try to use this DRY and run in uppercase team. Maybe here it is working. See, it is saying this is the parquet file which it is going to delete it. Okay, now if you see same file which is a 49b, earlier 3 files are there, right? You see whether in those 3 files 49b, do you have any 49b parquet file? No. Which is recently added, same file is going to be deleted. So now if you really wanted to delete it, then you can say vacuum product retain 0 hours, meaning all the entire product table path, clean up unused files. That's what I'm saying. Don't retain even last 7 days of data. Last 7 days or everything you have to clean up. All unused files, please delete it. That's what I am saying here. Okay, team. After that, if you ask for the product path, how many parquet files are there, it will say only 3 parquet files, because 1 parquet file it is going to clean up. So that's why you are seeing only 3 parquet files. Okay. Now describe history of the product table. Now one thing you should understand, what we have deleted is we have deleted only the file which we have written here, deleted here. That's why if I want to go back to the version 14, can I go to the version 14? Can I go to version 14? No, because
Yes,
parquet file is deleted. I can't able to go back.
Deleted.
It is deleted. You can't able to travel back. But can I go to the second version?
Yes, you can.
Yes, because that part files are still available. Those parquet files are still available. We have not cleaned up. You can able to travel back. Okay. So now this delete file retention duration, like if you want to set it for 14 days or something in the table level. So for this particular product table, by default 7 days. But if you want to alter it, and I want to put the parquet files retention duration to 14 days, you can able to do this way. Unknown configuration was specified. delta.deleted. Okay, I'll send you there is a configuration. I think 1 second. Just a minute, let me see. Deleted file retention duration. This is the parameter. What happened to this? Okay, some spelling mistake, something I think. See, now it is working fine. Delta.deleted file duration is 14 days. We are able to set it. Okay. So this is the things team. So we are able to read it this way. Previous versions we are able to restore it. We are able to retain. We can able to clean up. Okay. We can able to set it into the different number of days. Okay. Yeah, that's all for today from my end. Please let me know if you have any questions. Any questions, team? Okay, fine. If no questions, thank you very much.